Now the contractor list, you'd think that'd be really, really simple, but in fact the contractor list has been very, very difficult. We've had a meeting with the council ombudsman, we've had a meeting with managers, directors, we've had a meeting with the mayor. There's a big concern about transparency and council being seen to recommend a business over another business.
Do I understand the controversy with council having a partnership with local business? I think the key issue is separation, and can the actual businesses who are aligning with the Greenstyle program provide the same sort of feeling and empathy when it comes to actually dealing with the clients of the council, really.
The low-hanging fruit, if you like, of environmental management does reside in the individual houses. We have such a low uptake of solar hot water, for example. Very few houses have water tanks in the metropolitan area. Those are the two things which I think Sydney houses really should move towards.
Well, that's one problem out of the way. We've employed our 3 Greenstyle advisors and we meet the first one in a couple of days' time.
We've got people who do solar, we've got people who do water. We've got 2 bush regen companies. We've got a landscaper, a nursery, a couple of nurseries. Okay, now the film comp, you might as well hear disaster.
Yeah. Right.
But that's okay, because we've got all the publicity. Oh, this might be Liz. Oh, magnificent. I'll be out in a second. Just a sec.
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
About the project. No, about the project. Do you feel like we can get this thing off the ground?
I'm keen to get out there.
Like, I'm not locked into anything. If it turns out that you're on fire and we're not, well, then we're going to start looking at
It's all about the outcomes, how we get the outcomes.
Yeah.
So I mean, this map shows the Hornsby Creek catchment area, and the red line shows the boundary. That's Westfield, Hornsby Station, Hornsby Council and TAFE. So basically you've got all this residential and urban runoff and commercial runoff. It comes down into the creek line and then it flows down and ends up down at Bodmin Head. We're looking at private property issues, aren't we?
Yeah. What I expect is with the places that we target, we're going to have people that are not necessarily interested or proactive in getting involved. So in those ones, there might not be a clear idea about what they want to do. So we could probably say to them, well, we'll come out to your garden. That'll be a chance for us to point out to them what problems there might be. Willoughby Council, for instance, they've had programs which involve the whole street. If there was an opportunity along a creek line, there might be an opportunity for us to do a supervised planting.
You're doing different things to Carl?
Talking about Greenstyle program.
What does that involve? In about half a second.
We're helping neighbours who are adjacent to creek lines and bushland.
Well, we always pick up rubbish and we, I pull out dandelions and things like that as I'm walking through and that sort of thing. So
yeah. Oh, you might like to become involved in the program.
Yes,
we could send you out an application if you like.
Okay. Well, it's
I can probably remember. I think this morning we got a great example of someone spontaneously who wanted to engage with the project. So there's a lot of hope that people will want to do that, but at the same time we also want to engage those people who aren't interested at all, because they're the ones that have the most change to make. And really looking at these areas where there's the overlap between the properties and riparian zones, I think there's a lot of potential not only for people to do work on their properties, but to change their ideas and their perceptions about the natural environment around them and what their garden represents in the context of that natural environment.
Sometimes in front of me I see a lovely tree, and I admit I may not know its name, but I just think it's great. To me a tree's a mate. Our life would never be the same if we didn't have trees, with all their lovely leaves lifting up their branches to the sky. High, 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 I love trees. They bring me to my knees to thank the Lord for making trees. I love trees with all their lovely leaves lifting up their branches to the sky. High, 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 I love trees. They bring me to my knees to thank the Lord for making, thank the Lord for making, thank the Lord for making trees. You gotta